Right here with Dutchess, back at Jack Marley Park. Doing good. Fixating. So let's see what happens if I give her let's go. We're just going to be testing out all the commands and trying to basically communicate with her like she's a trained dog. Let's go. So she did back off a little bit before, but you kind of got to see the point here. So basically I am going to be, like I said, just walking around and pretending like, you know, like, not, well, she's basically there. We're just going to walk around. I'm going to give her commands, and she's got to do them like right there. And of course, like the e-collar, and I'm going to treat it like this is, you know, like she is a dog that I am taking home day of, right? Because she's doing really good, and I think honestly I can jump to that point a couple days earlier than I would with most dogs. She's doing really, really fantastic. She's really smart. She's learning to control her impulses pretty well. The thing is her implied-stay, which I think I'm just going to have to use negative reinforcement to bring that out. Dutchess, let's go. Hey, Dutchess, down. Hey, down. Do I have the e-collar on? No, e-collar's not on tight enough. Alright, well. Oh, yeah, no, that was way too loose. Alright, we'll try this again. Alright. Dutchess, down. Down. Okay, she's trying to fight me a little bit on it. Alright, there we go. And she doesn't have to be a sport dog, you know, that's not my requirement, right? Right there. That was reinforcement. No. Down. Come on. That's the rules with her. It's just the rule. She gets up again. I'm gonna like immediately hit her with it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Good job, Dutchess. Let's go. Yeah, so I had to reinforce that more than I think is good for a trained dog. So that's gonna be like her sit's looking pretty good. The down, if it's not too long, is good. So we gotta increase the length because I can't trust her to go off leash like that. Like, you know, knowingly hand her off leash to somebody if I know that impulse control is not as good as it should be. Dutchess, let's go. I didn't hit anything, she just complied. Good. Everything is really nice, except that one implied-stay. Let's try this again. Dutchess, sit. And it's hot, so if she wants to go into it in a minute, I'll let her. Sit. You can see the layer is taken. She's very hyped up. This is very hard for her. Okay. Good job, Dutchess. Good job. So that's really the only thing with Dutchess that I'm worried about at this point. Truthfully, I could probably trust her in a store off leash. I really probably could, but I'm just a little nervous with her about that because I need to know that her brain does register the pressure as go back into the command. Sit. Good job. She's thinking about it. Okay. Good job, Dutchess. You're so smart. Oh, good job. But I am really proud. I'm really proud of what you're doing. Really happy. Even within this session, I'm noticing that it's starting to click because the last session we had was really nice, but there were a couple things that she was just not doing when I would give the command that implied-stay. She would do these things like stare at me, and I could tell she was really trying to stay in place, but her energy level really just wouldn't permit her to do that, or her level of control at the time would not permit her, right? So I use the word permit because you have to understand too, and this is where I go into like a little bit of educational stuff here, right? Permit means like basically like you can't, right? I'm not permitted to do this. It's not within my ability at this time. So genuinely, it was not within her ability. So I instead was doing shorter times. That's how I'm still treating her, is like now we're increasing times on certain things, right? Dutchess, hey, down. Dutchess, down. And so I'm increasing times, right? And I'm stepping back more. And I'm making her sit here for like 15 seconds. Okay, good job, Dutchess. Let's go. And that implied-stay is really starting to work on her now. But she genuinely just didn't have the skill to maintain a implied-stay like I really want her to. And so you do have to decide, like, how strict can you be within reason? And I think that, like, every single person has to decide when they're training with their dog. But that's the point, is that I've been coming out here to the park a bunch, more so than usual, because I can't just do what I would do to some other dogs, right? She had, at the start, let's go! She had a lower level of impulse control than like most dogs do. Thought I stepped in some poop there. I got really quiet there for a second. Ooh, really zoned in on Dutchess. Looking at her body language. It's maybe like we're just walking, but it's like, you know, I'm still trying to look at her and be like, is she fighting impulses? Is she just chilling? That kind of thing. Dutchess, hey. Hey, Dutchess, down. Give her time to do it. Eh. I'll say it one more time. Dutchess, down. E-collar's too high for her. Eh. Down. Dutchess, down. There we go. Down. That's the rule. You know the rule. Alright, come on. Now in a minute here, we're not getting into bad territory yet. If I keep hitting that e-collar. Hey, Dutchess. Alright, she looked at me. Just to make sure she's not fixating. Okay. Good job. Yeah, so that was one of the more intense parts of a session that I've had in a while with her. I made sure to mark everything properly. But the thing is, like, I said the word, and I had to follow it with the e-collar. And again, I just kind of got that shake thing, right? I don't want anything else more than that, really. I don't want to jump. I just want to go, ooh, right? She's not trying to go after the geese. That's really good. When we first got her, she was kind of wild. Not today, I mean, like, when she first started her program with us. Dutchess, come. Sit. Goober. Okay. Yeah, so why didn't I e-collar there? Well, she gave me a face. She was looking around. I don't think she knew, honestly. That's what we want. What we want is a recall accompanied by the sit in front of you thing. Which, there's a small dog right here. Dutchess, let's go. Let's go. Eh. Good job. Yeah, so she'll get in this thing where I notice it's very manageable, right? And I don't like the word manageable because that means that the problems aren't really fixed. You just learn how to live with them. But in this sense, you know, I don't want her to be doing it by the time she goes home, but like that right there, she didn't go up to the dog. She didn't like go crazy, but she fixated. She just stared, right? Like, right? Laser vision, just laser focused stare. Ideally, what we want is just like no fixation. You just got to keep it moving. But that can be pretty tricky. Dutchess, come. Sit. Hey, sit. There we go. That little distracting thing she be doing. Okay. Good job. So, one of my dogs is going home today. Not her. It's the other Roddy that I've kind of like, whenever I have, because I have two of them, right? I'm working with, and I usually bring up one of them when I'm with the other one. And the other one's going home today. So the cool thing is tomorrow, that just gets pretty much all of my time. Like, I can't really think, like, I mean, obviously I'll be training some other dogs, I'm sure, but she'll get like 80% of my time tomorrow. Today, the other one's gotten most of my time. Which again, you know, going home today, so naturally that's what's going to happen. Is that a Dr. Pepper can? Oh boy. Oh, anyways, that'll wrap up our session today. Let's get the AC turned on so she can relax, and that'll be the end of our session. We'll see y'all tomorrow.